Curtis is a master at digging up documents to show promises the companies have made to their employees. He had taken U.S. West to court 45 times and never had a loss. Curtis is the kind of guy we need, and I'm glad we've got him on our side. Curtis?
I remember meeting with some of you about 6 years ago. Got a chance to encourage the entire group here to continue to get more people involved, because if you don't stay with this group, you're going to get run over.
They shouldn't call it the Employee Retirement Income Security Act anymore. It should be the Employers Retirement Security Act. Well, the Reservation of Rights Clause is what's been used throughout the nation to allow companies to renege on their benefits. All these companies are doing today is they're sacrificing morals for the markets. And we are seeing so many more and more dirty tricks go on. And I noticed a plaque in most of the buildings that said this: "We will change whatever we must to prosper and serve well, as we always have, but not at the expense of our employees and retirees." And these plaques were mounted in all the AT&T owned buildings that I went to. They're gone. You can't find these anywhere. When Mom Bell died, a mean and greedy stepfather took over. They do a dirty trick, which I call a backdoor bankruptcy. You see a segment of your business that's declining, and you ship it off. And that's what happened with the IDR, super media retirees. Well, why would you send out retirees? They did it to avoid an obligation in the neighborhood of some $300 million in health care benefits. We were challenging for the first time a corporation's right to transfer people out of a pension plan. You had 3 years from the time of transfer to make a legal challenge, and we did it before the 3-year period. And so we have a case of first impression in front of a senior federal judge. There is another case pending involving supermedia, and it's being brought by the creditors. They feel like they were sold a bill of goods when Verizon leadership knew they were overburdening this corporation. We have submitted in a summary form all the legal reasons we think this was wrong. At the same time, this other case is pending in the same Dallas federal court, where the creditors are complaining that they got cheated, and they're submitting all of their summary judgment motions, and it's all going to be packaged up, and it's going to be teed up, and it's going to be ready for Judge Fish to make a decision. And the good thing is we're in front of the same judge, so he's getting a good idea of what really went on with this entire transaction. He's not just hearing from the retirees' point of view, but he's hearing from the creditor's point of view. There's an entry for October 18, 2006. That's when the board of directors of Verizon made the announcement that they were going to create IDR. They didn't mention retirees, and they transferred about 3,000. You'll see that they made changes to the pension plans after the fact. See, they didn't have any permission to transfer retirees, so they gave themselves permission after they'd already done it. And we challenged that. They didn't want the retirees to know, so they didn't even tell you until months later. And I have never seen a spinoff turn out to be good for retirees in this nation. Kathy Harless, the president of the Directory Services Division, who was going to then be the new leader of the new company, went to Ivan and asked him to not transfer the retirees. And Ivan wrote an email, which is in our paperwork, and he's sharing it with his executive vice president, John Dirksen, and he says, "I told Kathy to butt out." But Verizon's got what? $20 billion of excess funds right now? And I'm just trying to do my part to bring back some of the morals and help out the retirees.